Hello, Libra. Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, Libra. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here, Libra. I've got a couple of oracle decks we're going to use this week. We are looking into the week ahead, as we always do, which is tomorrow. So I'm here to do a reading for you. We're going to look at the oracles, and then we're going to throw some tarot at it, find out what's going on for you, Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Some of the things you need to know about next week, Libra, is we are having a full moon on the 16th. And so it is coming up in about a week, and a little bit less than a week. We are also already in the pre-shadow of Mercury retrograde. So Libra, this full moon is going to be in Taurus. It's going to be in Taurus. If you are in the southern hemisphere, New Zealand, Australia, Brazil, around there, you will be receiving this full moon on Friday. And in the northern hemisphere, where we are in North America, it will be on Saturday the 16th. So the moon is in Taurus. And with this, the influence of this Scorpio month, the Scorpio energy, is going to be promoting sort of emotional stability and nurturing and sensitivity. Your intuition might be on high. There's going to be harmonious times. And if you have a placement that is a mutable sign, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces, it might affect you just a little bit more. I happen to have all three. This should be fun. Let's find out what goes on here for you, Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what's coming up for Libra, and then week ahead, please. We do have Immerse. We have Surrender. And we have Barrier. Very interesting. Sometimes when I use a deck, some of the same cards will come out all the time. And these are three that have not come out for any of the other readings, which is really great. We do have Manifest. So it looks like manifest, something might be coming in. Maybe you feel like there's a barrier to your manifestation, but I want to say if you can get into an energy in the midweek of surrender, so, sort of being in the Hanged Man energy perspective, right? Surrendering what you don't need. And really that's what the full moons are about. It's about things coming full circle. Full moons are always about release or letting things go, things that we don't need. And this Taurus influence with Scorpio is going to allow us to, take the things from places where we thought they were out of place and put them where they belong, that kind of energy. So I feel like you start out the week sort of being immersed in that energy. Tell me about Libra, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Libra. Whew. Boy, things are dropping out. I've got Ask Your Angels here. It says, seek the divine. Your angels want to support you. So it does feel like here, as I'm looking at this card, Immerse, there is water. There's a little boat up next to a bridge, or a dock, I guess you could say. And it feels like we're merging things, like we're immersed in some sort of story, like a life story possibly. And asking your angels might mean that possibly you're going to need some help. Seeking the divine, your angels want to help you. It feels like you're immersed in this energy of surrender, I want to say, because, with Mercury, which is going to be retrograding in Sagittarius, and then we're going to have this full moon in Taurus. That's a lot of energy that's coming at you, and it feels like you're kind of really in it, I want to say. You're really deeply in this energy of immersing yourself in surrender. I feel like it's for the purpose of realignment for you. It says a shift in your perspective for a gained sense of clarity. So you might have great clarity about a barrier that's been something that's been stopping you from reaching out or getting your manifestation. It feels like you might gain some clarity here with a surrender as to what you need to do next in order to hop this barrier here. Tell me what the barrier is about, please. For Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We've got Balance. Balance says juggling too many things at once, finding time for yourself. So it does feel like your barrier to your manifestation is you got to slow down. You've got to stop doing everything for everyone. You're not only a very creative soul, but you're someone who's likely to be a nurse or a doctor or someone who is trying to bring balance to the life of others. It does feel to me that you are, balance is Libra energy, and that you're juggling too many things, and that might be the barrier to your manifestation. Maybe you've got to slow down and focus on yourself. Find time for yourself, it says. We've got you've really got to commit to the manifestation. And if you want it, I think that you've got to slow down, my friend. We've got success. It says it's your time to shine. Success from what you pour your heart into. So whether that is surrender or you're immersing yourself in the divine's energy and asking angels to support you, I feel like there is a way to get to your manifestation, but it's going to take you realizing that you're giving away too much and to pull some of it in for yourself. Let's find out what's going on for tarot. Libra, if you're interested in a private read, please know that there's a lot of room over at Wizio, and you can get your reading in less than 10 days. And everything you need is pinned to the comments below this video. Tell me what's going on for Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, please. We've got Temperance. Immerse. Temperance. I like it. It feels like you get some sort of a shift of energy. It feels like you're being really patient about something. And again, Temperance is about balance, right? It's about, this hot and cold energy that you've been in. Possibly you're finding your place, you're finding your balance, you're finding your healing, and that's what I feel like you'll be immersed in. This is an angel on this card, so I feel like you are supposed to ask your angels for help with temperance, to be patient, to be balanced. There's a lot about balance here. Tell me about surrender for Libra. We've got, excuse me, the World. And so it feels like you are releasing something. So we do have the full moon that's going to be at the end of the week, right? Friday or Saturday, depending on what part of the world you're in. And the World card tells me that something is about to come full circle and you're about to surrender something. You're closing a door on something in favor of realigning your balance. So I feel like I'm talking to a Libra who maybe has been feeling off balance. But look, we have closing the door for realignment. We have balance, and we have over here, we have healing, patience, and balance. So it feels like the message for you this week is you need to take time for you. The barrier to your manifestation is if you're giving to everyone else, you're not focused on you. And if you're not focused on you, you can't focus on your manifestations. It feels like you need to stop helping everyone else balance, and you need to balance yourself. Tell me more. Tell me about balance and this barrier, please. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, it's time to solidify things. It's time to move slow. Be confident that this manifestation is arriving. I feel like this is also success. It says it's your time to shine. I feel like you've been working on something. Maybe it's a business of your own. It could be. Maybe you're somebody who's been working on yourself. I feel like you're looking really good, whether you're feminine or masculine. You're somebody who others see as somebody who is in balance, somebody who's in realignment, and someone who's very successful. I feel like in order for you to realize it, I feel like it's coming to this, that you need to remove barriers of giving everyone else balance and not yourself. Because I feel like you are in this Nine of Pentacles energy here, that you are feeling successful and confident and all of that. But in order to really see it, you need to stop juggling so many things. Tell me what's coming up for Libra, please. Tell me about temperance. I think you're supposed to immerse yourself in healing, immerse yourself in balance. I think you're supposed to, temperance is, it's a moment of alchemy. It's a moment of alchemy. You're waiting for everything to be the perfect temperature, waiting for everything to be the perfect moment. And I feel like you're going to feel a shift into this if you can immerse yourself in divine guidance at the beginning of the week. We've got the Two of Pentacles. We've got the Devil. And we've got the Eight of Wands. I think you need to move on from this devil energy. I feel like many people are codependent on you, Libra, because you are balanced. You are the person who will liberate people from situations. You're a person who will be very honest and very truthful. You're highly intelligent. You're someone who is kind and sort of smooth and buttery like that. That's kind of the way I feel, Libra. And it feels like here that that you need to make a decision to remove yourself from places and people who are using you for balance. I feel that you have people, maybe even people from work, people in your work environment possibly, but it could be family and friends who sort of lean on you in times of trouble because they know that you're going to say it's going to be fine. And these are the reasons why it's going to be fine. It almost feels like they lean on you in times of worry, times of trouble, but if you don't teach them how to fish on their own, they're always going to come back to you for fish, right? That's what Jesus taught the fishermen, right? It was the parable of the fishermen, that you can keep giving somebody fish, but if you don't teach them how to fish, they can never be self-sufficient. So I really do feel like you need to make a decision to start breaking ties with people who have codependency with you, and because I feel like it's weighing heavy on you. It feels like when they don't succeed, it weighs heavy on you. When they take your advice and it doesn't work, it weighs heavy on you. I feel like you need to disconnect from those energies. Tell me about the world. Feels like you are surrendering something for good and you're closing a door. It does feel like it's a time of you coming to a place of like you're achieving some sort of balance is what it feels like. This is the week that you finally do it. Coming into a shift of your perspective here. We do have the Knight of Swords, we have the Queen of Wands, and we have the Ten of Cups. For some of you, it might be that you've decided to not allow your family members to be codependent on you for happiness. It feels like you're the caretaker. You take care of mom, you take care of dad, you're always there when brothers and sisters need you, you're there when your spouse needs you, you're there when the children need you. It feels like the barrier to your manifestation is because you keep juggling too many things at once, and you need to find your balance. It feels like the only way you're going to do that is by speaking up. And when you speak up, it is going to close some doors or release some things, but that's what the full moon is about. And you don't have to do it in a terrible and awful way, although Gemini is the one that is not going to be, they're quite articulate, but they're just going to throw it at you, at the person who they need to throw it at, and let them work it out. I feel like the Queen of Wands energy tells me, look, you've been in this place before. You've been through a lot of things. The Queen of Wands only shows up to tell me that you are forged through fire, that you've had a lot of trauma or hardships in your past. And the reason that you're sitting on the throne is because you've mastered those things. The queens and the kings are the masters of their domain. So we have the Ten of Cups, and so I feel like there is a realignment that's coming that is going to make you a lot happier, and I feel like it's through surrender. Surrendering whatever it is that you need to surrender and give back to the universe, because it's not yours to carry. That's what it feels like here. And because the Ten of Cups is showing up, it means to me that you are finally just going to say it. You're going to put it on the line, and it's going to make you feel a lot lighter and happier. But you might be tuning in some family members too. It could be that you guys gotta, I know I'm the one with the money and the success and all of that, but you guys got to back yourself up just a little bit. I can't take care of everyone all of the time. I feel like I'm speaking to someone who is a nurse, or I'm feeling Florence Nightingale. Do you know what I mean? Like somebody who puts themselves on the back burner in order to help everyone else. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles. So the only barrier to your manifestations is balance, is what it is. You got to stop juggling everything and everyone. That's been the barrier all along. We've got the Star, we've got the Justice card, there it is, and we've got the Nine of Cups. And so that tells me that you're open to being single and happy, or you're open to bringing in your wish fulfillment or your manifestation, and that you are going to stop juggling everything. I feel like Justice is telling me that you are going to be paid in manifestation. It feels like what's going to be restored for you is this Star, healing and balance and happiness and wish fulfillment and manifestations and success. I feel like it's telling me that it's all here waiting for you, but you can't let go of having to be the nursemaid for everyone. Maybe you're the nurse, maybe you're the maid, right? It feels like you've got to get yourself back in this realignment here. And it's not going to make some people around you happy. I mean, when you cut people loose and say, look, it's time for you to go on your own and do your own thing, they're not going to be happy with you. Tell me about this realignment and this surrender. What does Libra need to surrender, please? we have the Knight of Pentacles, we have the Six of Swords, and the Five of Cups. There it is. I feel like it's been a very long time that you've been living in this chaos, regrettably, but I feel like it's time for you. I feel like the reason that you don't get the balance or you don't release the things that you've been juggling is because you don't want to hurt feelings, right? The Five of Cups is here. You don't want to have hurt feelings. You don't want to hurt feelings of anybody, but it feels like you've been living in this chaos for a long time with the Knight of Pentacles here, and it's time for you to let it go. It's time for you to focus on you. Look, you have manifestations that are ready to show up here, but you've got to commit. You've got to commit to you and getting into the flow if you want those manifestations to arrive. There we go. You're carrying around too much, and probably a lot of that stuff that's in the bag, it doesn't even belong to you. You're probably carrying around. The thing is when you drop this, when you drop the Ten of Wands, look, you're free to go. You're free to run. So it does feel like it's going to be a hard decision to make, but it feels like this would be the ultimate time for you to do it. With Mercury going into retrograde, we're right around the corner from Sagittarius season, and also we've got this full moon coming up, which is a perfect time to release things under the full moon. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I do appreciate you, Libra. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back. Love you guys. Bye.